And we're live. How are you doing? And Tevya, Smolka, my guest.
I'm a fan of that too.
Yep. And we're gonna talk about the DC Rebirth and the New 52 as a whole, because now that the New 52 is sort of over in quotation marks.
It's over, but it's not over. You could say like that was one phase of era. This is the other phase of our favorite characters. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like that. It's basically a mismatch of two. Actually, where New 52 was a phase after Flashpoint, and now we're in the new phase in Rebirth with the return of the favorite characters and return of other characters.
So yeah, what did you like? What books did you like the most? Because I like Detective Comics and Titans. That was awesome. I love how Wally came back, and also how they kind of gave him, they gave his new costume, but also it kind of like you could put in the dots of the other Wally, like kind of like his cousin or brother cousin,
Yeah,
cousin, and you could probably like, oh, I'm assuming he gave him his old costume and he got a new one.
I can see that happening.
But yeah.
What's
your thoughts?
I thought Rebirth. I said see my favorite character Wally West come back. I'm happy about that. As for the New 52 as a whole, here's a book that I like. Aquaman was amazing with Jeff Johns. That's one of my favorite books. Titans, even though I had a lot of issue with that book, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Me, I couldn't get into it. That is me.
You couldn't get into it. This is new. This is shocking.
Yeah, I tried.
Just tell me, what was the things you didn't like?
I think the thing that pissed me off with Bartor. That pissed me off a lot.
Who was he again?
The Kid Flash, or how can I say, War Criminal?
Oh, you're talking about new Bart. That dude. Oh yeah, what a disaster that was. If you want to know my thoughts on that, go look at my channel. I did an entire review on that storyline. But yeah, that was a disaster of it. And that kind of was a little bit of that was, to me, that kind of ruined the New 52 Teen Titans book, because it was doing good. Yeah, there was some changes. Yes, it was not friendly, let's have fun. It was more like poo pow, let's kick some ass type of shit like that. A big epic action shit, all that shit. But I thought it was awesome. I love the Trigon storyline, loved everything else. But it's just, yeah.
Yeah, I understand what to do. Me personally, I didn't know that I put them by the team. It's not the team itself. The team is fine, but the problem is that all the characters acted more like angry, angsty, and
that's what the modern time. This is why I feel like Teen Titans fans don't fucking understand. Teen Titans evolve. They changed like the fucking wind. They're even the 90s where Dick Grayson was Scott Summers in that time period. You know, Scott Summers was an act like a dick, an asshole, and a fucking dick. Yeah, that was Dick Grayson back in the 90s. Volume 1 of the Titans, if you want to look it up. And it's just personally for me, they evolve, they change. There's things that you may not like, but that's how I love about the Teen Titans, and that's why I'm a big fan and passionate about it. And I welcome that, because there's variety. There's something different every time. I love about the Teen Titans. But
yeah, understand what personally, in my opinion, I think the thing that killed that book for me was Raven's costume, because they made Raven like evil.
Dude, she acted like Raven. I don't care anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as she acts like the character, I was all right with it. Granted, they were trying to do it with the demon side, but whatever. Yeah, I understand, but I do understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. And I understand where you're coming from, because Teen Titans for me as a team, I found a lot, but I'm glad you enjoyed that run. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and even though we don't know what's gonna happen after Tim's team goes, so we'll probably find out during Damon Wayne's team. Speaking of Tim Drake, that reminded me. What one thing that I didn't know to Tim Drake is that they better get left on it instead of being a lava, and he would have lava, and it's such a mess. Wow, the his cutter. But that's another day. What's another book I liked?
I said I loved almost the entire Bat family.
Yeah.
Books. The one I haven't tried was Batman Dark Knight Detective Comics, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Besides that, I loved Batman. I loved the Batgirl run all the way up to the end of Gail Simone's run, and then it went to shit.
Yeah, it went to more fun and happy instead of like being.
And yet again, there were a few good issues of that shit, but it's like overall, it's shit.
Agreed.
The Nightwing book was amazing. Forever Evil was fucking awesome. It's just, and the Wonder Woman one was great. The Justice League one was great as well. It's just like there's a lot of great ones and a lot of awesome ones. It's just like, yes, there is bad ones. I didn't quite like the Catwoman book that much.
That book was weird.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it was weird, and I didn't quite. Just like, it wasn't for me. And another thing is, I didn't. I'm not gonna say I'm not a biggest fan, but I had a love-hate relationship of Red Hood and the Outlaws.
I hate that book from day one because they ruined Starfire. They made a.
Okay, wait. First of all, they didn't ruin Starfire. That's how she was. She's a girl that wants to have sex with everybody. she's just like that. Sometimes she kissed Cyclops, and a bit of it. But you could argue, but her character was not that great. But yeah. I think she was a bit strong, and there were some funny moments. But there was just really just a love-hate. It was good, it was bad, it was good, it was bad. Sometimes it was quite out stupid. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, right. Even though personally, in my opinion, I kind of disagree. Because when in the Outlaw, the problem with that team is that one, it had two former Teen Titans who should not be on that team. Like, if they want to do
okay, Ron, you just literally tap into a road that I just don't want to have you go. I understand where you're going at, but I'm going to say this. I think personally, the reasons why that's the case is trying to change it and make it where let's make these characters stand out. That's why we had the Starfire solo series a bit, and that's why we're getting the Raven series a bit too.
Yeah, which I support that Raven series because that series looks amazing, and plus they gave it a new costume which made me so happy to little look. I'm down for that book.
But enough of this shit. Let's just talk about some of the Rebirth books. Let's start with you first. Yeah. I named some.
Yeah. Well, my favorite Rebirth book is Superman Rebirth. Like that book was amazing. Holy shit! And like that book was amazing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, it was amazing. It was great. It was a great way of having Superman, basically the pre-52 Superman, coming back and basically pretty much decides to say, you know what, you may be gone, but I'm taking your legacy.
Yep.
And soon everything will change. He makes the statue of him, and it was like a memorial to paying respects to him, and that was great. I love that. So
I love that too. Like, even though I wasn't a fan of New 52 Superman, like, believe me, I'm trying to read these books at the end.
Oh, I love Action Comics. Badass book. That was one of my favorites of the New 52. I love, if you read the origin, oh my god, that was awesome.
I read the origin, and part of me liked it, but part of me got pissed off because they made sure killing off his parents. Why?
Wait, what? What
Wait,
you say?
wait, Superman, New 52 Superman origin. They kill Superman parents off, which
Yes, that is true, but that's reinventing the character. That's changing the character. But yeah.
I support reinventing, yeah, but reinventing it. Yeah,
But
the
dude,
Super
okay. Like, number one, there's multiple versions of Superman, and there's like you gotta have variety, and you gotta people make him like him. Now, I will agree, it was making him pretty much be the epitome of Batman was a little too over far, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the stuff out there I got pissed off with. It made too much like Batman because, for God's sake, easy. You have a dark character, like Batman. You didn't turn all your characters dark and gritty. There's some characters in this dark and gritty.
Yeah.
Point Superman, but that's just me. Oh yeah, speaking of dark and gritty.
But before you go any further, what you thought of the Superman and Wonder Woman relationship? I loved it. And I cried when it ended. Oh God, that was like a stabbing in my heart. Like, no, I wanted them to get married, which they were going to do. They were going to get married. That was the one thing I wanted to see the most. Yeah.
Yep. Like even though I ain't like that when you said I'm like, I probably felt for it, but you know what? If you enjoy it, cool. More power to you.
I love that relationship. I thought that relationship was awesome. I mean, like, yeah, it was different. Yeah, he wasn't with Lois, but it was a good experiment, a good thing. Like, hey, well, at least he had a relationship of a run of Superman hooking up with fucking Diana.
Yeah, that's true. You're right about that. And even though I may not,
The one thing I hate about the New 52 Superman is the fact they take away his powers. That was like, why did you took away his powers? It doesn't make any sense. And it's just, I didn't like it. I hated it. And I hated it from the day one until all the way back to his powers. I'm like, just give him back his powers. Back, I'm just really tired of seeing him be useless for once. He was becoming the Gohan of Dragon Ball Super. He was useless.
Yeah, the old Troop arc. Oh God, that Troop arc was so stupid. Like, let me just say, yeah, Vandal Savage being the mastermind behind this entire thing.
But still, I didn't like it. I felt it was just dumb. I didn't like the idea of taking away Superman's powers. Just, I felt it was like you're taking away what's special about him, and just
Yeah, made him that fuck basically who punch people like, yeah, no power. I'm gonna punch people like, oh, so stupid. And made teacher in jeans. Why go back to teacher jeans? Look, no one like that.
But hey, we got a good Superman comics for, so yeah.
That's true. We finally had a good Superman. And you know what? That's not rant. I can rant about that True all day, but. Speaking of that guy, revamp that I hate, Captain Marvel. Oh, Shazam!
For the billionth time, he's
Shazam.
not fucking Captain Marvel.
I know.
God, if you don't know, guys, he keeps on calling him Captain Marvel, which in actuality, that's the Marvel version of that character. And plus, it makes sense that he calls himself Shazam. For fuck's sake. Just damn.
Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, it's agree that you do make a good point. But Shazam origin in New 52 pissed me off.
Okay, just give me what you think of Shazam. What do you think of? Like, what it was so bad, and please go in detail, because I'm pretty sure me and the rest of the gang, whoever's watching this, would love to know.
Okay.
Don't do Green Goblin on me. All right.
I won't.
Go.
Okay. Where do I begin with the train wreck? Let's see. What's my great bad in a complete jerk? What?
Reinventing.
Oh, it gets worse. What's somebody back in the complete jerk? What basically make him a complete child instead of well, I know a thief, a liar.
Okay. All right. One, start off. We're going on today's kids. Two, kids steal shit. I know I've done that shit before. And and you know what they did wasn't the greatest, wasn't the best, but it was an okay origin story. I mean, like, I wouldn't mind if they have where he pretty much they take some of that book for his solo film, but neither there. But just besides that, I think personally, it's just a retelling of his origin. How many times do I have to tell you this, Tevya? It's a reinventing of the character, but put it into the new audience. Yes, if you have a Shazam story, you like that story. Just yeah.
Hello, Jeremy. Welcome to the
Jeremy.
show.
Hey, Jeremy, what's up?
Hey guys.
Yep. Welcome to the show.
We're doing the show talking about DC Rebirth. You read any DC Rebirth books?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Superman, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Batman. Need to get on Superman. Another one, Superman, and I need to get Action Comics.
Oh, you haven't got the Action Comics yet? Great fucking book. Tell me what your thoughts on the New 52 and what you like about it and what you didn't like about it. Because me and Tevya were talking about what we didn't like about it. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like just for New 52 in general, or just for Rebirth?
Well,
we're talking about New 52 and Rebirth in both. We're talking about both New 52 and Rebirth.
Oh, and about DCU, because that's probably New 52.
Oh yeah, that fucking shit.
Yeah.
DCU didn't even last. It was like what, a month, two, tops?
A few months, and I thought it was a complete total fail. I thought it was just a complete disaster. I mean, honestly, the Wonder Woman book was probably one of the Aquaman and the Wonder Woman book was probably one of the best things off of that fucking shit. And also the Justice League. Besides that, and also the only thing that came after, the only thing that I really liked that were new was the Teen Titans, the 5th volume, and the Starfire book. That was really it.
And one more book, Superman Lois and Clark.
Oh yeah, that, and also Damien's book as well. Yeah, I forgot that too.
Damien's book.
American Alien seems to be literally been the best Superman title so far out of DCU.
Really?
Yeah.
That good?
Mm-hmm. It's really good.
I looked at it. Wasn't like I didn't like some of the things that the book was doing.
That's what I like.
Go on.
See, that's what I like. Landry said it was not a Superman book; it was a Clark Kent book.
Yep.
Well, I'm sorry then. I don't know what he was smoking some of the stuff because personally, I didn't like one of the issues. He was in a Bruce Wayne party, which honestly, I was like, okay. And he's trying to tell everyone, hey, I'm not Bruce Wayne, but he told a girl to say, just go with it. And it's like, granted, it was fun, but it's like, to me, I was like, why is Clark just partying it up like it's going out of style? Yeah. But
yeah.
You're right. It was a Clark Kent book. I will say that.
My one huge gripe was everyone in Smallville knew he was an alien. He had powers.
Oh no, duh, because literally he was probably a kid back in that time frame, and it was like they would have to know, and they would probably have to hold a secret because they had basically a guy who could literally almost fucking smash the earth into two.
Yep. Well, one thing I Superman is that it told the origin of Superman, but it actually go through years, right? Issue 1 with a child, issue 2 with a teenager.
Issue 1 was interesting.
Yeah, issue 1 was one of my favorites. Issue 3, I think, was going to the boat with Bruce Wayne. Issue 4 was him going to Metropolis. how many issues would it make in here? Was it 5 issues or was it 7?
I think it was 9.
7 in top. 7 whole. The 7th issue was probably the best one they had.
Agreed. My God, those are my favorites.
Is he gonna make that? Is he gonna make the Death and the Return of Superman book? Because I'm dying for that. Huh?
I doubt it. Because the series after ended at issue 7.
No. Is he gonna make another Superman book that does his pitch but turn it into a comic form? Because I want that shit.
Same here. I have no idea. But if he does, I'll buy that in a heartbeat.
Dude, I will buy that shit that like there's no tomorrow. Because the way he was describing that storyline was like, oh my god, that was like probably the best Superman story. It sounds like a best Superman story. But yeah. But just overall, besides that, what did you like? Anything else besides the DCU?
I like the New 52.
Yeah.
Like, Superman had the most interesting career out of the whole New 52. Literally.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
I mean, first he went from having powers, then I say Skylar did a good job, sort of, with Hell on Earth, because they was trying to bring Krypton back and all that.
With the Supergirl book and the Superboy book.
Teen Titans had an awful career, New 52 wise. Skylar he ruined them bad. That was just sad. I sort of like Green Arrow. Everything Green Lantern was awesome. Robert Venditti and Jeff Johns just hit that out of the park with them. Francis Manapul and Brian Pacello, oh my God. They have such a great creative team when they did The Flash. And I really wish they would replace Robert because this Flash series ain't really going nowhere. It's pretty meh.
Yeah, his Flash series is complete weird. The letters in it somehow would make no sense because the Batman villain. Why? Why? New 52 Wireless, but now that we are all Wireless back, which we could find in that Wireless, the New 52 Wireless, his cousin. Yeah, all Wireless back. That's good news.
Godhead was a disappointment of a Green Lantern book. The ending disappointed me so badly.
Agreed.
Let's see. Wonder Woman had excellent. I love both. His name. I forgot his name right now. But no. Meredith Monick. I think that's how you pronounce their names. Monick. They did good. Let's see who else. Justice League was just fantastic with Jeff Johns on it. Period. Multiversity was the event I wish. Crisis could have been. It was a true crisis event. It made Final Crisis look bad as a whole. We have an actual threat, and Grant Morrison is going to is going to dive more into Multiversity 2. And the first story is going to be about the Flash, and I would love that.
Why would it be on? I know, but why West?
I don't know where he's going with that, but he said it's going to involve. No, it's going to involve Barry Allen. It's going to take place in a Multiverse 2 before he was destroyed by emptying.
Huh. Grant Morrison, you must be a complete drug, or you must be a great writer. Probably both.
See, he said this. This is what he said about the multiverse. It's like bubbles in a champagne glass. It says you can have as many multiverses as you need to tell the stories.
Yep.
Which is great. Earth 2 it did good at first.
Earth 2 was a complete train wreck. Well, I guess that's true. When it first started, it was good by Tom King, I think.
No, it was I know it was James something. I just can't remember his name.
James Robertson.
Yes. James Robertson and the guy the Injustice who did year 1 and year 2.
Yep.
I forgot his name as well. They both did great until we went into the dark side. World's End. That's when shit just got so pointless.
Yeah, that's why everything all fell apart. That book was a complete train wreck. What are you doing in that book? What's the Dick Grayson? Earth 2 to go give it win. I get my son. Oh, shut up, Earth 2 to why would you die? I want to die in convergence.
That's what I like. He said Earth 2 was supposed to be a world without a Trinity. Then they added a Trinity.
Yep.
Why?
and then they added a new Batman. Who would Thomas Wayne Batman, even though we had Thomas Wayne in Flashpoint. Why?
Alright, what the fuck happened? What are we talking about now?
We're talking about Earth 2, basically.
Oh, Earth 2. Okay. Earth 2. The original run was fucking awesome. Beginning, middle, and end. Everything after that, I just kind of, like, lost interest.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to go back. It was just, like, there were so many books that I had to drop it. And I heard some shit, and I'm like, it doesn't really sound that much great. I heard Darkseid shows up. But
Yeah,
that was it.
and Earth 2 was end.
Well, how that went? Did he fuck everyone up?
Oh, he fucked everything out. He destroyed the entire planet.
Oh my God, he did abuse?
Yep.
Oh no, it pretty much showed the whole World's End event was pretty much saying it was hopeless. The heroes had no way of winning, so there was no real point to it.
Yep. And that entire event led up to Convergence, which we'll get to the books later.
And Future's End, my God, Dan DiDio needs to be fired for how
Future's End. Where I begin.
he lied to us. The Titans only.
Dude, that book was the most pointless event storyline ever. When I read, I didn't even read it. I just like knowing it's gonna be pointless. It's gonna be pointless. It's gonna be pointless. And I know you threw a fit when Terry died, and me and my friend Ren told you, dude, he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back. Shut up, please, please. Just read the book until he comes back, or don't, and then or don't, and just then wait for him to come back. Just wait until that time because he will come back. And lo and behold, he's back.
He's back, actually, but he's working with Spellbinder.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
Another problem with Future's End is there was so many plot holes and loose threads that were never tied up. Like that little girl. What was the point of her?
It was a weekly series. It's very hard to do. You got to have a deadline. You got to have all this shit going off. Personally, I think it should have been a 6-part storyline to a middle, to all the way down to beginning, middle, and end. Everything else would have been satisfied. You would have 60 pages per book, and just
yeah. And one more problem with that book besides Bad Beyond.
The only thing besides that, off that event that I really fucking hated was the 2 tie-ins. Fucking Supergirl and Batman. Oh my God, those were shit books.
Was it me? Was it me? Was it me or was in that 5-year time skip? Did all the heroes seem like they got worse as time went on after the Darkseid War? Like they all got screwed over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because Superman was dying. Fucking that whole shit was Chicago was going on. Diana was doing her shit. It's like everyone was just like it was like they did win the war, but they also were losing a lot of shit.
Yep.
It was all like a win-loss type thing.
The crime syndicate got killed off, which, yay.
They'll be back. They'll be back.
Go ahead.
I was just done. You can go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually glad the crime syndicate got killed off for some of them. Like Superwoman was annoying, and I'm glad she got killed off.
Yep.
Oh man, I don't know. Oh man, it's like Jeff Johns trying to build up something with Oh man, but it's like either
well, technically, isn't he dead?
Yeah.
Because
Dr. Manhattan killed him, and Metron.
Yeah, and that's another thing. What is Jeff Johns trying to do with Dr. Manhattan? Are we going to have that battle between Battle of Gods, between Dr. Manhattan and Pre-52 Superman, and we're gonna have this huge epic battle. And let's say his son gets in the way and he gets hurt. They're like, are we gonna have that where we're gonna have it? Superman dies by killing Dr. Manhattan? It's like, if that's the case, okay, I'll be excited for it. But it's like,
shit.
that'll be a little predictable.
Epic adventure, epic story, and dark.
No. People will protest if you kill off Pre-52 Superman.
Yeah,
People will protest big time.
yeah,
And another thing is, Dr. Manhattan's not that powerful to begin with. He can only interact with his own timeline, not with anyone else.
I
And even he can only observe.
But supposedly he made the DC universe.
He made the new 52 universe.
Actually, I've been hearing rumors that it's somebody else, like he's getting outside help.
So you're saying there's someone else, the mastermind on this shit? Okay.
Is it Ozymandias?
From what I'm getting, it's like they're trying to go the zero hour on route.
What's that mean?
0 hour with a big cloud with parallax, which how doing with evil.
Oh no, that's our world's at war with Imperiex.
Oh.
0 hours when Green Lantern, well, Hal Jordan was possessed by Parallax.
Yeah.
It was going to end the universe, and it was a countdown backwards. It went from 12 all the way down to 0. You know, the countdown to the final hour.
Yep.
Okay.
And it was confusing.
That's from what I'm seeing. But another thing is, what were we going to do with? Now we're going to do with Grail and that baby Darkseid.
Oh yeah, we forgot about that. That was weird.
I think personally, he's the new Darkseid. He's gonna be that dude where he's gonna do some shit up, do some fucked up shit. But yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. Speaking of the new 52 in general, I'll tell you one book I did like with the new 52. Well, actually, I mean that's 3 books. Animal Man and Swamp Thing. Animal Man, I got started reading from it, and holy shit, that series is amazing.
Yeah.
That series was gold in the new 52. Like, if any character that is good, like, rerun, it's him. And Swamp Thing. Even though I mean, I didn't new 52 at all, I will, but Animal Man and Swamp Thing were amazing. What happened to those books? Did they get canceled, or did they, like, end their stories?
It's Jeff Lemire. Jeff Lemire excels at writing weird horror stories. Because that's what Swamp Thing and Animal Man was. A weird horror story.
A good horror story. That's a rare.
Like, you ever read American Vampire?
No.
It's his twist on vampires and throughout all the ages. It's like if you've seen I, Vampire, you would have got a better clue what it was like.
Wasn't I, Vampire called I, Zombie? Or was that a spin-off of that title?
No. I, Zombie and I, Vampire are two different things. I, Zombie's in the Vertigo, part of the Vertigo-verse.
Vertigo universe, which
yeah.
Constantine don't want a part of Vertigo. It pissed me off because I think Constantine should be Vertigo. DC, you tried Constantine in DC universe. It failed. Put him back in Vertigo. That's where he belongs.
Who?
And that's not happening nowadays.
Oh yeah, Vertigo has sometimes they have better titles than what's going on in Marvel, but that's not DC. But that really depends on who's writing who, because there's a lot of people who shouldn't be writing certain characters. They excel at something else. Like Robert, he excels at sci-fi, like Exo Man at War.
Exo Man at War. That's really amazing by Valiant. Green Lantern, not so much.
Oh, he did good Green Lantern books. The only thing I hated was how he screwed over Jeff Johns' continuity of the embodiments.
What's going on?
Well, based on like Animal Man and Swamp Thing, and part of Green Lantern with our Vendetti.
I heard you were talking about Green Lantern book.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I was talking about how Robert Vendetti basically retconned Jeff Johns' years of Green Lantern mythos by saying.
Oh, the recent one? The recent one?
Well,
not the recent one, but
if you feel them, okay. So I gathered that Jeff Johns is gonna have to repair the shit that the dude did.
Nope, doubt it.
Wait, what do all Vendetti do to Green Lantern? I completely forgot.
he made it so he's basically said everything inside the universe is basically running on a reservoir. Like the embodiments are basically like a finite thing.
Oh yeah,
And
we
they
got
got rid of it, saying the more you use your power, the more you're killing off the universe. But Jeff Johns,
That sounds like a stupid idea. It doesn't make any sense either.
Jeff Johns is basically said it. Even the Guardian said, as long as there's free will, like as long as there's willpower, there was always going to be a Green Lantern Corps. As long as people have will, or there's fear, or compassion, or whatever, it's always going to be there.
Oh
You
my
can't say
god,
it's
this
a
sounds like
finite
a
thing.
fucking a storyline that doesn't make any sense, but itself.
Yep.
I mean, like Jesus Christ, talk about the destruction of Green Lantern.
Oh,
Wow.
it got worse with Relic. Who's Relic? Well, with his new villain that showed up during the entire run.
Whatever. Personally, even though I'm a casual fan. I haven't dived into the Green Lantern mythos. I'm only reading the latest Green Lantern book, Green Lanterns, which is a great fucking book. You ask me. I just like, wow, this really. What you just told me just sounds like a shit storyline.
Oh, if you
Oh,
really,
it is. You know,
if you really want to get to Green Lantern, this is what you do. Screw all the pre history. Start with 0 Hour, and then read Green Lantern Rebirth.
What volume is that?
Oh, 0 Hours is an event in itself. It's not a volume.
it's a crossover event.
Oh, it's a crossover event. Okay.
Yeah, because it basically shows how Jordan sacrificed himself. But after that, read Rebirth, because it not only does it gives you a refresher course on it, but it also goes deeper into it and explains why Green Lanterns can't affect anything that's yellow.
Why Hydron went evil.
And it gave us
Okay.
the embodiments. And then go to
Yep.
Green Lantern Recharge, because it brings back the Green Lantern Corps. And then just go from there with Jeff Johns.
Fantastic War, and Blackest Night, then
I was thinking about jumping into Jeff Johns' run then straight away, but
yeah. Oh, I kind of recommend good Jeff John one. It's much easier.
I'll go look up I'll go look up the books you recommend to me.
Yeah, if you really want another good series, like just a good one in general, read Jeff Johns' first works on JSA, volumes 1, 2, and 3.
Oh,
They-
JSA? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Just Omega, which I read actually a crossover story with the Doom Patrol, Superman, The Flash with Wally West, my favorite Flash, called The Book of Destiny. That book with Mark Waid
Yeah.
was amazing. I love that book.
All right. Like you know.
Yeah. Volume 3 is where he excelled on the JSA. Not only did he bring them all back, but he revitalized it and gave us new generations of heroes. Something to look forward to.
Speaking of New 52 guys, that remind me. I'll be back.
Go on.
Oh, if there's one weekly series you should read, is first get Infinite Crisis, then read 52.
I heard about fucking.
Super good.
Dude, I read that fucking book, beginning, middle, and end, and I loved it. All right. There was a few things I had with that book, but dude, don't even recommend that shit. I already read it.
Yeah, it's like Johns brought everything that was Silver Age back, but he also showed helped build the foundation and bring it back the current multiverse that we have now. And
Yep.
52, that's probably the best event, the first best event they ever did weekly. Then they had Countdown.
Oh yeah, Countdown to Final Crisis. Which made no sense.
Okay. Which Infinite Crisis was it? Is it the old book? Or is it the...
Like Infinite Crisis?
No, kind of Final Crisis, the weekly series that came out like in 51 issues, and it was a complete mess.
It came out in 2007, and it was leading up to Grant Morrison's Final Crisis, which itself is, don't read it unless you got going into with some real context, because it gets confusing as hell.
Yeah, I read that book. I felt completely lost.
Well, I've read some confusing storylines before, so reading that wouldn't be a problem.
Oh no, you want weird. Read his Batman titles. Just read anything he did Batman. Especially R.I.P.
Oh yeah, that storyline. That was weird.
Wasn't it the storyline with Bruce died or Damian died?
No.
Okay.
It basically brought in an evil. It's basically the Hellfire's Club for DC.
It is? Huh.
In its most basic terms, if you think about it, it's like the Hellfire Club because you got all these rich people. They're so powerful; they can do anything they want, and they
kind of call out with it.
Let's see. But for New 52 wise, also Aquaman had a great run. Well,
Aquaman's run was amazing.
Beginning of man, brilliant. I don't like the Aquaman now. Like they're going back to like the other aspects of Aquaman, which I really don't like. I like the Aquaman that's very serious and very like does the new 52 route. Like I like that type of era of Aquaman. Like I'm not a big fan of this Aquaman direction. I like.
Same here.
So, like the current direction.
Yeah.
Because I love how Jeff Johns said in all his interviews, even during the interview for Rebirth, I love how he said people thought you couldn't make Aquaman cool, and then he proved everyone wrong by making him cool and gave us one of the best events.
Dude, he made him fucking awesome.
Yeah, from last time.
He did not just make him cool. He made him awesome. That is something. Is an achievement that I will applaud to him any day because that dude made that character he was a joke to everyone. Now everyone's like, wow, Aquaman is a fucking badass.
Yep.
Like, have you read that one issue he did for Metal Man?
Uh-huh.
Wait. Was that tied into Forever Evil?
Yeah. That one issue, they were more heroic than the people than our heroes of the New 52.
That is a shock. Huh. Where are they now? Oh, sorry.
Cyborg. They're in the Cyborg title.
Oh yeah. I didn't
start. Were they in the Justice League book as well? Like for one issue?
I think they were.
Platinum was there. Yeah, no. Platinum was there in that one issue where they were trying to do a recruitment, and she went berserk, and she eventually disappeared. Then there was those two issues in Forever Evil. Then they disappeared for a while, and then they came back in Cyborg's comic.
What? That's a waste.
Well, true, but they could bring them back. Whatever the fuck. For me, one of the things that I didn't like in the DCU, we're going to DCU.
Yeah.
All new fucking Batman. Oh my god. Talk about a wasted fucking time, wasted of fucking potential. It's like, this is your next story after the best of the best. Endgame. Oh my god, the Endgame was the Endgame storyline. Just Jesus Christ, I want that storyline into a movie. And it's just that you do that, having Commissioner Gordon as Batman, who's unexperienced, who's past his prime, who's literally like an old guy, and it's like, no.
And he's in a mech suit.
Yeah, he's in a mech suit, and he's relying on that. Huh?
Just Chappie.
Yeah, Chappie. Whatever the fuck.
Chappie Batman.
I hated it every fucking minute of it. And I dropped the book just because of that. Granted, I knew Batman was coming. It's just, I didn't like the direction it was going. And
the concept was great. It was a great concept. You had an inexperienced person who was a cop on the inside trying to fix Gotham. They wanted to prove that the system works.
Engine concept, bad execution.
Which was a failed experiment. And it was nothing more, nothing less. Oh yeah, I know. Sorry about that. I'll be right back.
Okay. Engine concept, bad execution. Like, speaking of bad execution, Supergirl. What the hell did they do to Supergirl? They made her into a complete angry dude. Where do I even begin? Okay. They made Supergirl one of the light characters I know. They made her anger, rage, and hate Superboy. Why? Why do you hate her? What? Jamie, what's your opinion, Supergirl?
I barely read the title because it felt like it was really going to go nowhere. It really looked like they didn't have any talent to go. And then they started doing this whole, oh, she's going to go to a galactic academy to be a hero or whatever bullshit.
Yeah, that was weird and stupid. And then I ended up picking out the crossover with Hell on Earth. Not Hell on Earth, Krypton. When they go back in time with Superboy, Superman, and Supergirl. Supergirl joins Hell. Why? That makes no sense. Superboy dies, which is complete bullshit.
Wait, he's dead now?
They're in the crossover with Supergirl, the crossover event with Hell on Earth.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Jeff Johns' New Krypton book
Well,
was
New
way
Krypton
better.
good. I can write New Krypton. It's just New 52 Krypton. When Superman go back in time, Supergirl and Superboy.
Oracle was a wasted character, literally. It was like their version of the Watcher, DC's version. Didn't really do anything.
Yeah, he did jack shit. Wait, what? Who did Oracle? This ain't Oracle. This ain't Barbara Gordon Oracle. What? Why turn Superboy into a cosmic silver servant rip-off? Where's Connor Kent? Why have John L? I don't care what John L. Oh, it was confusing and weird and stupid. Oh, it got worse.
Oh, yes. Simon Bass was probably the worst thing Johns created because he was wasted potential.
Can you see you?
Yes, they can see me.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's like he built him up, and he looked like he had something to do with Simon Bass, but then all of a sudden he just dropped it for no particular reason after the the first Lantern story arc.
Yep.
Like,
Simon Bad went nowhere. Like she really got dropped like a rock. Thank God he's back and then finally Zoom finally, which makes me happy because he never sound bad. I don't hate the character. I think he did a missed opportunity. Like Kamala Khan is a great example of how you do that type of character done right, which I love from in Marvel. She's perfect. I think that's what Simon Bad was supposed to be. Simon Bad was supposed to be mid Marvel, but failed unfortunately.
I don't know. DC dropped the ball with that one.
Yeah. But he's not a bad character. He just had wicked potential.
Just a
Speaking of characters that had wicked potential, Superboy. What the hell did you do to Connor Kent? Why did they make him a complete jerk?
Here's more wasted potential. Skitter and Bunker.
Yeah. Like, Bunker has so potential to be a good character. Like,
They'll be back. They'll be back. They'll be back. I guarantee you that.
Oh, no.
I mean,
Bunker's there.
I'm sure Bunker will definitely be back in Damian's team. It's just give it time. I mean, personally, the Titans I love in the New 52 are pretty much going to be breaking up a bit. I think personally, Beast Boy and Raven will be taken care of with Starfire. Well, the rest of the gang, I don't know. I don't know what about Cassie. I don't know about Power Girl. I don't know about any of those guys.
That's why I wonder.
I know what Tim's going. He went to fucking Bruce.
Yep. Tim went back to Bruce and be happy. Cassie. Is Cassie going to Wonder Woman? Is she going to Wonder Woman? I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Bunker. Maybe he'll come back. Hopefully, we got after right Bunker New 52. Skitter. I knew it was going to Skitter. I don't hate her. She's just okay.
Just there for like, 4 issues altogether throughout the whole entire series. After like the culling, she just disappeared.
Yep.
And I like how they retconned the mistake what they did with Wally, what Robert did with him. And said, no, there's not just one Wally, they're both cousins, so everyone can be happy.
Yep. You better have you have all White West who grew up with a family, and then you have New 52 White West. Win-win situation. Everybody wins.
but it doesn't explain where does Daniel come into this? Because they said that how many brothers how many brothers does Iris have exactly? Because they saying Daniel's their uncle. He's not the father of neither one of them.
I have no idea. Me, Daniel West is probably erased from existence. If he erased from existence, that's a good thing because then what would have wait a little bit flash. Actually, when you did a weird settle about that speed powers. Just like Zoom. Wait, actually, that's not true. 100 of them had good motivation. Daniel West movie made no sense. That Flash title was so confusing and weird. Oh, I got a quick question. What's your opinion on the Supergirl New 52 title? I people got to ask you that.
Great fucking run. The Red Lantern storyline was a little bit weird. I didn't quite like that much, but it was good. It was a good reboot of that character. Maybe people didn't like the whole angry of Supergirl. I'm like, well, my 2 cents is that is Supergirl has been revamped so many times, so many times that we haven't done this before. Why not we do it?
That's true. You're right about that because Supergirl was event. I think 3 times. Like first time was Carter Evan Earth when she died. Then we had Matrix, which was interesting. Then we had Winter Dan. Winter Dan, I do like Winter Dan, Supergirl. She reminded me of the cool character, where she's the angel, which that was awesome. Peter
I
did.
didn't quite like that.
I
Another
thought
time.
I thought it was weird.
I just kind of liked it. That's a very interesting idea. Peter David, I still would do. But then we get the new Supergirl back with Kara Zor-El, which I think it might be one of the best really Supergirl. Next to Superman Batman Apocalypse movie and book, which I do own. As for new 50 Supergirl, I do agree you recognize some parts. You all like Supergirl what we interpreted like different times, and I
I'll be right back.
Oh, alright. I tried to get everyone a chance. I really did. Unfortunately, the way this is Superboy, that's why I drew the line. That's what pissed me off. Like, let me get this straight. Harvest created Superboy, but then Superboy went rogue. But then Harvest control. Like, what? And then what did it to Lavender? What the? Wait, where's Lavender? Where's Shirley Wilson's daughter? Where's Rose?
Where's Tara?
Good question. Like, where's Fair? Wait, I know Fairchild. Fairchild the Washington character. Where are the other characters? Where's what? It's Thunder and Lightning. I completely forgot about those.
I just realized something. Lilith was a villain. Now she's a good guy helping the Titans. What the hell happened? When did she just do a 180 all of a sudden?
I have no idea.
I just realized that. So where's the other guy? Warblade. He was also a hero, then became a villain for reasons that will never be explained, but still.
Yep.
Where's his redemption? Become a hero all of a sudden out of the blue.
Good question. Where's Grifter? Where are their wives? Where's Fairchild?
I know Grifter's out there. Voodoo's out there. A lot of these characters are out there. We just don't know what they're doing because DC has no plans for them.
Yep. All the Washington characters, they got screwed over the merger in New 52. I realized that because Grifter, Voodoo, Stormwatch, they all got killed off. Well, okay, Good is not dead, but Stormwatch, I think they're gone. I don't care about them. Fairchild, I'm glad she's gone because she's useless. Gen 13. Wait, where's Gen 13? Where's that team? Are they dead?
It doesn't explain a lot of people like Thunder and Lightning. What's up with them? They were Titans.
Yeah. That could be more like where's Thunder and Lightning? Where are they? Like, are they gone? Are they dead? Oh, wait, it must be in the Lavender book. Okay.
Oh, no.
To quote in Car, Lavender is a stupid title.
Oh, it was beyond stupid and pointless. Because then the ending made no sense. So wait, Caleb Fairchild's like, oh, okay. Where was any of this hinted at?
I never read the book, but I heard the book was confusing and weird and stupid.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so it turns out the person we were thought was a good guy is actually the clone of a girl that died. Has been dead since Team 7. That makes no sense
A
because
clone? How the fuck did that even happen?
yeah, it turns out she's a clone, and I didn't care. I just didn't care. I just wanted the book to end.
Man, that sounds stupid.
Oh, it was beyond stupid. Especially when Jeff Leo took over Hawkman and Deathstroke. That's when it just, oh my god. He went back to his 90s art style and the lackluster writing.
Yeah, and I have a lot of life for bad artwork. Wait, life for their bad artwork.
Yeah. And he wanted to take Jeff Leo, the greatest achievement or accomplishment he ever has, and always will ever have, is that he helped co-found Image Comics.
Yep, and that's it.
He can take credit for Deadpool, I guess, but he can't take credit for anything that happened in Weapon X because he didn't understand what was going on in those books.
Nope. Oh, wow, right, Barrett. Your bad artwork will continue to exist even when you die. Anyway, speaking of Terry, that made no sense. Shazam. Wait, we were talking. Shazam. What was your opinion of New 52 Shazam? Like, Kid Orton. I'm more a fan of this book.
I was mad that Jeff Johns took away the fact that Billy was, of course, Billy was like a boring Boy Scout. That was his character.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be a character that endures and preserves throughout all the toughest times. He wasn't supposed to be like, oh, I'm just this misunderstood street punk or orphan.
Yeah, that pissed me off. That pissed me off a lot because what the fuck did you're good? Why the fuck you fuck Shazam's origin? Why make him a complete jerk? Oh, it was my entire family. Why? That just sit there. Ugh.
And they didn't do nothing with his family either. They didn't talk about how Mary was his sister throughout the whole entire run.
Yeah, they didn't. Like it was just a complete backdoor pirate that went nowhere.
And
Actually, wait, Mr. Mine never did anything either. It was equivalent of Mr. Mine.
Wait, was he even there? Was he even in the DC? Was he even in New 52 period?
I think he was near the end of the Shazam origin. After, you know what? I can't cut them all because that was the original name. I can't do that anymore since DC left the way. That's a whole legal issue. We can talk about. We'll be all day. We talk about that.
Sylvanas, another character that was wasted was Sylvanas. He was there for his origin story, then he just disappeared.
Yep.
What was up with that?
And he also cut the Marvel Jr. and Mary Marvel. And it was the Marvel family. I think when one thing, where's the Marvel family? Like, what the happened to them? Are they dead? Are they alive? Explain it to me.
They have the powers of Shazam. They have it. They even show when they fought Black Adam.
Yeah, they did. And then Black Adam died. But then he came back in Forever Evil. Okay, one. Where would Black Adam join after Forever Evil? Two. How did he survive after he's dying from?
Oh, that was talked about.
It was?
They did an issue on that in Villains Month. He was resurrected.
Who resurrected him?
Oh, in Quandek, they had a terrorist group called the Sons of Adam that resurrected him.
Oh, great, a cult. Kind of like Apocalypse.
Oh, no, they were there since these dudes were there since pre-52. It's an actual thing in Quandek. They called the military the Sons of Adam.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah. That's why we want Black Adam stuff. Anyways, speaking of Black Adam, that reminded me. Like, if Black Adam got back from the dead, why didn't he go after cut the Shazam? Why did he go after Shazam after he came out from the dead?
I don't know. I don't know what goes through any of these people's minds.
Yeah,
it's like how they wanted to kill off John Stewart during the first Lantern story, but I forgot the name of the dude who was writing it at the time. He refused and got fired, and DC fired him because of it.
Yeah, they want to kill John Stewart. Thank God he refused, because I'm on his side on that one.
Thank God. Oh, I was gonna say, thank God Jeff Johns talked Dan the retard Dio out of killing Dick Grayson.
Oh yeah, complete forgot what I done for me with the complete fucking Nightwing. Good job,
Oh, I'm sorry.
DC.
Infinite
Good.
Crisis.
And the oh wait, he about to die there. And
Yeah, he was gonna kill him off in Infinite Crisis to make. He wanted to give Batman, make him more brooding. Wanted to give him more character development, and he thought it actually would have actually improved the Batman title and say, "Oh, Dick is dead," but Batman is gonna be with Tim. I don't know. It's gonna be something stupid and weird like that. And Jeff Johns, thank God he talked him out of it because fans would have protested and probably stopped buying.
why did you hate Dick Grayson and Nightwing? I don't get it. Like it's the same problem with Joker Star with Spider-Man.
Because it makes
Mary Jane.
Bruce feel old. That's simple as fact. It makes Bruce and Peter seem old. Like, oh,
Alright, I'm back. I'm back. What are we talking about now?
Oh,
Maybe we don't then do Crusade against Dick Grayson and Nightwing.
I don't care. I'm happy he's back to Nightwing. Doesn't matter. I mean, it really doesn't matter now. He's back to being who he was. Let's just hope for the best for his books.
because Jeff Johns forced it. Because like it was telling him during Infinite Crisis, Jeff Johns wanted to kill off Dick
Well,
Grayson.
that deal one killed Dick Grayson, not Jeff Johns. You got that mixed up.
Yeah, then the deal he thought it would have helped improve Batman's character, but also because it probably
would have destroyed Batman's character because that's number one. That's the first sidekick he ever had. Two, I think honestly it would just completely just devastate him to a point that either A, he would quit forever, or B, he would start killing people.
He was literally about to kill Alexander Luthor Jr. He had the gun and everything, but he stopped him.
Yep. Yeah, that was a dark moment. And Nightwing almost died. That's why Superboy died in that series. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. He died to Superboy Prime, which they eventually made him Crybaby Prime because he was so overpowered he punched reality somehow.
Yep. And basically, and then Countdown, which is, I'll kill you! I'll kill you to death!
But it was interesting how he was basically supposed to be Superman, the most overpowered Superman. Because his planet didn't blow, it was vaporized, it didn't blow up, so Krypton was never found in Earth 33.
Yep. It's a movie like a planet blown up in quite the nerves. And then everything quite happened, and then he came back. Then not then Final then it's Titan Final Crisis, we the superheroes. By the way, she came back in Teen Titan as well.
Yeah.
But
he
I
trapped
love that story. Where you get to see Damian Wayne, Superboy, Supergirl, all Beast Bone Raven hook up with Mary Abby, and that was a great story.
Another great one was World War III.
Mm-hmm.
It showed the power of Black Adam. I mean, nobody could have stopped him. Nobody.
Yeah.
They literally had to change his password.
Yep.
Which was great. But some other things I found best during New 52 and DCU was Secret Six.
Wait, that came back?
Yeah, Secret Six came back. Dale Simone did. I think it's still going on. I don't know. I gotta check last.
I mean, I don't know about that. I think it ended recently, but it was cool. I heard some great things about it. But yeah, I just wish I miss Gail Simone's run on fucking what's her name?
Batgirl? Or
Yeah.
Birds of Prey?
Batgirl.
Yeah.
She needs to come back to Birds of Prey.
I'd rather have her come back than not have her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gail Simone was weird because they said they fired her, but then it turns out they didn't fire her. But she said in the email that they actually did fire her, but since it got leaked and people learned about it, they retracted their statement because she didn't like the things that were going on in DC. How Danny was basically making it into his little toy box. He even did a poll about how do people feel about the new 52? And when they got negative results, it had bad reviews, so he changed it and made it so he changed the age, so it made it say like only 13 year to what 15-year-olds.
Yeah, it's playing the 40
You know,
years or something like that.
yeah.
It's something weird.
Basically, he got pissed off because no one liked his idea. I mean, New 52 helped revitalize comics, but he treats DC like his own toy box because James Robinson and Grant Morrison and somebody else said during the 52 when they were all writing for it, Dan DiDio is even a statement saying Dan DiDio hated it because he had no control in it because at the time Bob Harris was the editor-in-chief.
Yep.
And DiDio was just there. I don't know what he did exactly, but he was there.
Yep, but he had the A to take control of content, and that's why that series made no sense, so convoluted, it's confusing, and it's just stupid. And Gene Todd would. Okay, Gene Todd in that series was confusing, Anthony, even in New 52. Do you think Gene Todd was confusing? But previously Gene Todd, they had no idea what to do with the character. Oh, it was a mess of New 52. And New 52.
Like Scott Liddell saying there was a Teen Titans before, so they have to retcon. They actually have to retcon that shit and say, "Oh, she didn't know about it" or some crap, saying she was part of the Teen Titans with Dick and all them, but she didn't remember it for some reason.
Yeah, that pissed me off a lot.
Yes, and I love how they kept trying to sex her up throughout the entire run. I know she was already sexed up during pre-52, but it's like Scott Liddell just went hard on it.
What are we talking about now?
Scott Liddell later in the Outlaw, basically, and stuff.
Dude, Starfire. Every time I look at her, she has bigger tits than the last issue.
It's like Scott Liddell. He's like he has some kind of...
I'll even say it even further. Like Scott Liddell, like he did an okay job, but I even say even further, Scott Liddell just. I think personally it was just what's that word? Quite honestly,
Editorial.
He was doing what I think personally what was already there from the beginning. I think honestly, Starfire was that girl that I keep looking at her and it's just like, damn, she's just gorgeous since the last issue. I mean, like, yeah, her tits are getting bigger, her ass getting bigger. I mean, like, yeah, it is like, dude, how many times do you really have to make me fucking drool?
But that's the thing. Scott Liddell was one of the few people the Dio did not force editorial changes on, because apparently Scott Liddell was trying to appeal to the targeted demographic that he Dan wanted.
Yep.
Which was another stupid ass idea.
Speaking of Scott Liddell, he has to get rid of the outlet again. That book is still not dying. It's still going. But the good news about my Arsenal are gone. Thank God.
How is Batman okay with Jason being a mercenary and killing people for money?
I have no idea. I don't get it.
I don't care either. But personally, for me, the Rider and the Outlaws book was good. It was bad. It was fucking stupid. That's all I can say.
It's all over the place, basically.
This entire run with anything it's just there. Either you read it or you don't read it. You're not missing nothing.
Speaking of right now, he's coming back with two characters, Pizarro and Artemis, but not Young Jedi Artemis, not the character I heard, but Artemis from Gwendolyn.
Oh, the Amazonian. I would like for the Outsiders to come back. Yeah,
which I'm confused about that. Why did they have a team? I keep saying this to conflict, Jane Todd should be a solo character like Punisher. In fact, I support that. Get Jane Todd to be a solo like Angelo, like Punisher, then there's a book. One character, that's it. No team, nothing. Or have Lavender show up. Speaking of Lavender, where's Road Wilson? I could be recovered.
With him. She's in the same place where he left Tara.
God damn it! I miss Rose.
And just they made her into a sadist.
Yeah, it means that villain basically. Then the culling, which that's not topic another day.
But besides all that, I'm just gonna say this now. Let's move on to something else.
Yeah.
What you guys thought? What you guys thoughts on the Wonder Woman fucking book of the New 52?
Loved it.
Okay.
I know. I read some part of it. Like the first part was good, but then after when Greg Rucka left, it went all
I
fell
don't
off.
know about that. I kind of felt like it was beginning, middle, and end good, consistent. It was staying consistent to me. I felt that it was doing interesting ideas. Yes, it gave her a new look, but it was in a badass look too. I love that badass fucking shit. That was awesome. But besides all that, that's literally it.
I like Cliff Chain's artwork. It made her look beautiful, but also strong and bulky at the same time. Like she's just not a pretty face, and they stayed true to her character to a fault. That she is somebody who was willing to go above and beyond to protect what she thought was right. She was literally truth.
That's what I liked about that. That's what I like about Wonder Woman. I mean, but besides all that,
She's the spirit of truth, basically.
I just, the one thing I'm hoping now is just the new run does consistent job, and yeah.
Agreed.
But besides all that, I'm running out of ideas to talk about. You want to end this?
What? There's actually one more book in there we could talk about now. What's a new book that came out in that time? Oh yeah, Superman, Lord of the Car, and Damon's book.
And oh yeah, we'll start on the top of that. Let's talk about Wonder Woman and Superman, Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
What did you guys thought about Superman, Wonder Woman?
It started off great. Loved it. I love the interactions, and I love how they're both trying to cross over into each other's world. Like, I love how Superman got into Apollo's face and just threw his ass into the sky.
Dude, that was one of the best parts of that storyline. That was like, it's like he called Diana a slut, and it was like, what you just say? Like, what you just say? What you just say to my girl? literally put it, just literally like, what's that word called? Literally like told him like where to go, and it's like, what you just say? And then they have a fight. And it's like, Diana, I got this. I'm gonna kick the shit out of this fucking guy. And dude, it was fucking awesome. Just fucking one man punch just off the roof. And it was like, okay, just amazing. But yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And I love how they show that Wonder Woman can be in Superman's world as well. She actually did more damage to Zod and what was the other one's name?
Fiora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were showing that she can go toe to toe. She was even a better fighter than Superman. Even they admitted that. Showing they both have great chemistry. Even after what?
Truth.
What's that? Superman's Doomsday.
Yeah.
Even
After
issue.
Super Doom.
Yeah, Super Doom. That was weird. I did not get that. Did you?
I didn't get it either.
So you telling me Superman's blood, or the scent of Superman, the scent of Doomsday's blood could affect Kryptonians?
Yeah, it was weird and stupid and confusing. And Brainiac was the main villain. What? Again? Why? There are other villains besides Brainiac.
Yeah,
Well,
but it was. We haven't seen Brainiac for a while, so yeah.
Well, Doomsday is a Kryptonian.
Yeah, but the man Parasite, which is confusing, and then Doomsday died. But then she returned to Doomsday, and then Lex Luthor. What?
You want confusing? Read the first 18 issues of Grant Morrison's Action Comics for the New 52. And tell me if you can understand that in one read. All of it. That was bizarre. Weird in how he was doing Mr. Middleplex.
I like Grant Morrison, but sometimes when you write character, it gets confusing and convoluted. It's similar to confusing.
I also like Batman Incorporated that Grant Morrison did.
Yeah.
Because 52 screwed his overarching storyline he was going to do. But he did say that he was eventually going to kill Damian Wayne off. He was going to do it sooner or later.
that endgame out there. I wish he did one thing of his plan worked out. He killed Damon off. Good job, Grant Morrison. Good job. But another problem with Grant Morrison about Incorporated that got screwed over. 70 Brown got screwed over. Then Cassandra King got screwed over. Actually, all of them got screwed over in the New 52. I completely forgot. Like, Talia with Evil. Why?
But you know who's a great... Oh, I was saying, you know who's a great writer, though? Peter J. Tomasi. Especially what he did on Batman and Robin. Now, I love this series. How Batman was trying to be a father figure. He was trying to do his best. But at the same time, he also had to keep Damian in line. And he was just struggling. But I love how he attacked nobody. And he was almost willing to kill him for his own son's sake. I love that. The entire run was beautiful, especially the Robin Requiem, where it was no words. You just saw Bruce's anger and frustration out.
That was one of the best times of the entire series. But the thing that pissed me off with Red Robin, or you know what? I'm calling him Robin because I don't see that Tim Drake being called Red Robin. Like, Tim Drake tie-in pissed me off because look at this straight. We have Bruce Wayne going to Frankenstein, but then we have Carrie Kelly involved. Why Carrie Kelly in the universe? That was confusing and stupid.
Because, honestly, they were trying to literally make her canon, and then it was like some kind of potential for her to become a Robin, which, honestly, they didn't fucking do, and they just let it go.
Yeah, that's that sad guy acting like Carrie Kelly. Everything Dark Returns.
Another title I like was DC Comics Present because it was showcasing other heroes and things that were going on in the DC universe. But then that got canceled. And I wish they would bring it back because there's so much potential to bring other characters. Like, I would like it for another Shadow Pack instead of Justice League Dark. Or at least if Jeff Lemire comes back.
I miss Justice League Dark. That dude was with the cool team Constantine. I miss Constantine, you know. Which Constantine? Oh, yeah, I forgot he's in his own book. That's really interesting to read.
Actually, I like Hellblazer more because he aged as time went on.
Agreed. I support that 100%. Hellblazer amazing. You know, I'm over it. I think it's good.
I like the fact that Grant Morrison said that the Endless are part of the DC universe.
They're part of the DC universe, then where are they now? Why haven't we seen them in any other book?
They're the Endless. They technically don't have to interact with anyone, but I love Neil Gaiman's Sandman run.
Sandman is Vertigo, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I love how they all had D's in their names, but they also they weren't the embodiments of what they were doing. They are it. Death is death. Destruction is destruction. Destiny is destiny. And they're all this, but they also control the reverse opposite. Like, Dream could control reality if he wanted to. And I love his journey.
Interesting. That's why I check it out. Oh yeah. Speaking of New 52, any fan of Superman Batman tie-in? I mean, Superman Batman title. Edgar?
Not really. I read a few of Tom Taylor's book when he was on it.
Yes.
But that was it.
Greg Rucka did a good job too.
Yep.
Did he? Oh, okay. I didn't read the Superman and Batman book.
Yeah.
Oh well, he did a good job with Superman and Batman as well. He did. I don't know where he was going with Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Honestly, they need a serious ass reboot, not just a retcon, but a reboot in general.
What, Teen Titans?
Yeah.
Well, okay. This is the thing. I will say this about the DCU Teen Titans book.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Let's see.
The Superboy story, which okay, the Superboy New 52 title out there I do want to talk about for me because that book pissed me off. Let me just say, Harvest created Superboy. Okay, why? But then Superboy escaped. Okay, but then you have Rose Wilson with him as a partner.
All right, I'm back. All right,
Rose is coming back.
Okay, Alright, I'm just gonna say this right now.
Mhm.
The whole DCU Teen Titans book, it was a good experiment. I'm not gonna lie. There was things that I kind of felt like were genuine good storylines. Uh, hell, the run's ending real soon.
Yep.
But for me, as a fan, this is one of the things I'll keep saying it. It was different. It was something new in the table. Yes, it was better than a lot of things what Scott did, but there was a lot of things that the run had problems with. I still have that feeling where the writer was gonna do something with Superboy, but I guess the book was so dropping at sales, DC to tell him half-ass that shit.
Yeah,
And
Will Pepper.
it ended crappy, and I kind of dropped the book. But later on, I went back to read it, and again, it's just I see it gone better, but it's like it's at that point now. I feel like it's just I think personally, they need a writer that could do a good job and not have DC be pushy, because that I think DC was kind of pushing, and it kind of affect a lot of their stories pretty much.
Agreed.
I chalked that up just to Danny Deal and his editorial status quo that he was forcing on everyone, which was dumb in itself. And I'm glad Jeff Johns did a meta apology during Rebirth, is saying, "Yeah, we knew we screwed up. We knew we messed up, and we forsake these characters' personalities, their history, and their continuity."
Legacy.
But if
But
you keep,
but my response to that is it's okay doing it was an experiment. I mean, like it was an experiment that you were trying to have right people to get into. And some people sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's a huge flop. And DCU was a huge flop. It was
Yep.
a huge flop. It was a disaster just waiting to happen. And all new, all different Marvel now literally destroy them in every feasible way with their fucking titles. It's just yeah.
Yeah. All new or different Marvel, or all new Marvel now, where that crap is going on, that makes no sense because
Dude, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
yeah.
matter.
That's not land for another day. I could probably do land on Marvel now. In fact, I probably will probably do a video as soon as it's done. Anyways, after Super Doom, well, with its convergence.
yeah,
Convergence wasn't that great.
Yeah, the main book. The main book was, bad. The tie-ins of it were amazing.
Oh yeah, I agree. The tie-ins were pretty cool, but just besides that, it was literally.
Yeah.
because this
I agree with a lot of people. The Superman tie-ins were pretty cool. I like the parts where Batman meets his dad. That was a great.
Yeah, I do like that issue. But then Earth 2 Dick Grayson did not die. Earth 2 Batman gets killed off. Why? I like the way talking about Batman. You don't care I like in Earth 2.
Yeah. Another problem was what was the point of showing the Scartarians if you're just gonna kill them off in like what, one issue each? They didn't do anything and they didn't represent nothing.
Yeah, Telos was a usual villain. Why? He got his own book, which is just stupid. I read that entire line of Telos. I just kept saying, what's the point of this book? There's no point. It's just stupid and pointless.
Of course it was stupid and pointless. This is one of Dan DiDio's tricks. He showed us all the good stuff and made us believe this was going to be in the main title. And then none of that happened. None of that happened. These are all tie-ins. And another thing that pissed me off is how he made some of the superheroes into villains. Like they all took on they all came to Dimmer's side. Like Kingdom Come Superman, you're really gonna go to the side of the guy who claims he will help your world if you let him be the master of it?
Yeah, Deimos.
I wanted to slap the shit out of some of those characters.
Yeah.
Sense.
And another thing that pissed me on in general with the main book is that Earth 2 degradation. Yeah, I lost my son. Like, I'm a win, but Earth 2 degradation. Why won't you die? I went to go to kill him. In fact, what did you kill him? And he did not. He got his neck snapped by Telos.
And I love how they all got their own Earth again, yet shit's still fucked up. They're still having a hard time maintaining order. You think people would try to rebuild again?
Yep. Oh yeah, speaking of time, one time I did love besides Speed Force was Titans with Arsenal. That made me so happy to see Leanne come back.
Oh, yes.
Where is Leanne? Oh wait, I forgot. She doesn't exist.
No, yeah, she doesn't exist, and she died and cried for diggity justice for no damn. In fact, a lot of people died and cried for justice for no reason.
Yep.
And then the heroes got one-shotted, and then they made a deal with Prometheus to set him free if they give him the coast to bring the cities back. Why? Who would make that deal?
I don't know. And then Green Arrow killed Prometheus. That Clive Jester, which is a stupid story that made no sense, and that's pre-52. I'll give New 52 credit for one thing. They did fix Arsenal, but not that much. They still made
what we're talking about now?
Kind of Clive adjusted and convergence with Arsenal.
I just Arsenal. Huh. It's just I don't care. But I'll just say this, and this is why I'm gonna end it right here. And I don't know about you guys, but I gotta go.
Same here.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just end it right here.
We'll get Final Box.
Jeff Johns literally kind of realized, yeah, DCU was a failure, point blank, and we're gonna give it where the fans what they want, because a lot of DC fans literally fucking hated it, and I was one of those people that liked a few of their books, and that was it. But overall, I thought it was just a complete disaster. And I'm talking about the big ones. But besides all that, I'm happy that they're bringing back a lot of things that they were missing. And just hope DC doesn't fail me again. But yeah.
Agreed. All right, Jeremy?
My final thoughts was 52 was a good idea. It started off good. It helped bring comics back up. Even Marvel saw that they should start doing their all new comic line, and it helped for a while, but it's like they went uphill. They went downhill too fast, and they just couldn't pick up steam anymore. So they tried DCU creativity over continuity, and only a few of their books were even good then.
Agreed. DCU with a failure to New 52. New 52 financial success. DCU was a complete shot in the face. It made no sense.
And let's see, what else? One more thing. But as a whole, it was okay. But if you notice, as time went on, they started to cancel a shitload of books.
Yep, I noticed that a lot because Earth 2 got canceled. Batman got canceled, I think. A lot of books got canceled. Long story. Anyways, I think we should probably wrap this up.
That's my thoughts.
Yeah. Before you guys out, I'll give my final thoughts. Final thought on New 52 as a whole and final DCU. Okay. New 52, when it started, I hate it because it got a lot of continuity. However, though, as an experiment, but probably it was a fine experiment. Granted, it pissed a lot of people off, but you did try your best to fix your mistakes, even though you made more mistakes with DCU was a huge big mistake when you basically saw continuity and your stories made no sense. The only book that makes sense DCU was Superman Origins Clark, and that's it.
Yeah.
Everything else was just a complete mess. Thank God you're in DC Rebirth now. DC Rebirth actually doing great. I'm hoping that trend keeps going. And DC, you got money back, so you know what? Keep DCU going, and so now let Dan do take control. After DCU, let that go away and let that never exist ever again. Or New 52. New 52, you can keep some element, but not all of it. Anyway, that's my final part on New 52 and DCU. Thank God for rebirth, and that's my thoughts. Oh, thank you for joining for DJ Comment look back on New 52 at whole. Jeremy, where can we find you?
Nowhere, because apparently I have a couple of setbacks, but eventually I'll start making YouTube videos someday.
Yeah, I hope you do. And you can find my friend Comic Fan too. On his channel, and you can follow me on my channel in the description. You can follow me on my Facebook, my Twitter. Oh, I completely forgot one more thing. I was about to give a shout out to a friend of mine on Comic Guru. If you're watching this, leave a shout out. Go check out his channel. His channel is good. Thank you guys for joining us, and stay tuned for the next live hangout on maybe on Marvel Now, or I call it Marvel Repetitive.
Very.
Yeah, that had a very good title. I'm keeping that one. Anyway, thank you for joining, and have a good day. See ya.
You too.
Bye.